everyone, it's Tracy. I wanted to do a video today about the decks I have been using and the activities I've been doing for June and what I liked and what maybe I wasn't as thrilled with. And then I also want to go into a little bit about what the decks I'll be using and the activities that I'll be doing in July. So let's get going. I'm going to start today with the Hidden Waters Tarot. And I used the Hidden Waters Tarot in June for daily draws on Instagram. And what I wanted to do with the Hidden Waters Tarot was see if the ink blot style images would help with my intuition and help me maybe not stick so closely to the Rider-Waite-Smith definitions of the cards and kind of pull me out of them based on the images that were actually in the cards. And it really did do that to a great extent. I could see things that I could definitely see in some of the cards that the ink blot images were kind of designed to give you that meaning. Like the Queen of Cups here, you see, yes, that's a lot of images and it's blobby, but it's also blue. It looks kind of mermaidish, and you can kind of see a face in that particular card. Some of them not so much, like the Seven of Pentacles. To me, that just looks like a really scary spider. So it was a really interesting experiment. Five of Pentacles, other than the colors being kind of sad looking, again, it looks like an insect. So a lot of ink blot things I think look like an insect. But then the Two of Cups, on the other hand, this is most definitely two people standing with their backs to each other, each one holding a cup or maybe a flower in their hand. That's what I see when I look at the card. So I really enjoyed working with this deck in July, and I think I will probably pull it out again for something similar, maybe in a few months when I've got some different experiences under my belt. You can see, like here, the King of Swords, you clearly see a person in that card. But here on the Seven of Wands, that's just a lot of color. And if I were looking at it, I don't know, I kind of see oars. I see the boat thing, which is really the Six of Swords. So I might have interpreted it differently. Okay. So that is the Hidden Waters Tarot. I'm not showing all the cards because, well, if you wanted to see all the cards, you can go through a walkthrough. Now in June, I did an Instagram challenge. I did the Spirit Guide Challenge hosted by Spiral C. And I used the Ellis deck exclusively for that challenge. And it wasn't the deck I was actually planning to use when I started working on that that challenge, but the first day it was there and I grabbed it, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this deck. This is my go-to deck now. It is my favorite deck. The images in this deck are evocative and nuanced and really clear for me. There are just little things that I see in these cards that I just don't notice, or maybe don't exist in other cards, or maybe I'm just drawn to this style of artwork. It just works for me. And then to top it all off, one of the reasons that I so love real tarot cards as opposed to, say, an app or something like that is the way they feel in your hands when you shuffle them. And this deck is yes, I paid the extra money. I got the premium deck. They say plastic cards, and you think, oh, plastic cards, how's that going to work? But they are amazing. Look at that. And I can shuffle them, I can ripple shuffle them, and I can bend the heck out of them, and just nothing happens. They are so amazing in your hands that you just want to hold them all the time. So I can't say enough wonderful things about this deck. And the Taylor Ellis who designed this deck, kudos. This is just my absolute favorite deck. and you'll have to pry it out of my cold dead hands if you want to get it away from me. And that was a surprise. It really was a surprise, because I've had this deck for 2 or 3 years and I hadn't picked it up that much. And then just to pick it up and for it to click so well with me, I was just thrilled. The other deck I've been using in June is the Fountain Tarot. A lot of hype around the Fountain Tarot, and it is a beautiful deck. And what I've been doing with the Fountain Tarot is working with the Fountain Tarot with the Tarot Playbook, and working through a lot of the exercises in the Tarot Playbook with the Fountain Tarot. And the Tarot Playbook, I must say, I'm enjoying working through this book. It's a novel and interesting way to get to know your cards and to learn tarot as well. I've only gotten through about a third of the exercises, and I'm going to continue using this book this month with some of my other tarot studies. I want to get through at least all of the exercises, maybe not with the same deck, but with several decks. So I'm still working through the Tarot Playbook, and this month I used it with the Fountain Tarot. And I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed in the Fountain Tarot. When I first got it, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was beautiful. It wasn't too busy, which I guess I have an issue with decks. They're either not, they don't have enough detail in them, or they're too busy and I can't focus on any one particular message. I thought this was going to be the perfect deck for that. I really thought that the Fountain Tarot was going to give me just enough without giving me too much. Unfortunately for me, it seems that it's not giving me quite enough. So look at the Death card. This Death, it's a beautiful painting. It's just gorgeous. But to me, I'm just not seeing much in it. I'm seeing dark at the top and light at the bottom. There's a horse there. There's some trees. There's a skull. And it's sort of there, but I can just barely see it. And I think I am a little bit too literal when I read my cards to be able to pick up on really, truly subtle nuances. I have to have sort of medium nuances, and not too much in your face, but a little more in your face than maybe this is. And these are just, these cards just seem, the gorgeous, gorgeous paintings and the continuity of between the cards. That's one of the things that I love, is that it's just a wonderful cohesive whole, but I just couldn't connect with it the way I had hoped I would, and I wasn't reading with it. Frequently it just didn't make sense to me. So I'm not going to get rid of it, not at this point, because people grow and change, and the way they interact with the cards grows and changes, and so, and it's such a beautiful deck that I'd have a hard time getting rid of it at this point. But for now, it's going to go in the cabinet because it's just not doing it for me. Now let's go into a little bit the cards and the activities I'm planning to do in July. And in July, I'm going to keep working with the Tarot Playbook. I might, since I'm going to change decks, I might go back and do a few of the very first activities again with the new deck, and then I'm going to jump past that and move into some of the activities that I haven't attempted to do yet. So I'm going to continue working with the Tarot Playbook. And with the Tarot Playbook this month, I'm planning to work with the Animal Totem Tarot. I had a $20 gift card to Amazon. I have never particularly been drawn to animal decks before, but with that $20 gift card from Amazon, I thought, let's go out of my comfort zone and go for something that is just completely not something that I would normally go with. And I'm sure you've seen all of these cards. This is a very popular deck. There are lots of reviews and walkthroughs on the internet and on YouTube, so if you need to see the whole deck, you can go out and find that, I'm sure. But a few people had reviewed it pretty highly, and particularly reviewed the book pretty highly. So I decided to give that a try, and got it a few days ago, and I'm going to work with it for the my Tarot Playbook activities, which I generally do about 5 times a week. I try to do it all 7 days a week, but it doesn't always work out that way. For my Instagram challenge, I am going to work an Instagram challenge this month. I am planning to do the Crystal Tarot Challenge. Hashtag Crystal Tarot Challenge for July. And since today is actually July the 1st, I haven't started yet, but this evening before I go to bed, I will start that challenge. And I'm going to use the Hesychos Tarot, which I recently put a little walkthrough of this Hesychos Tarot up on my YouTube site, so you've all seen this if you subscribe to my site. I thought this would be a really good deck to work with that particular crystal energy. It's got some crystals in it, it's got some nice bright colors, and I wanted to try to get to know it. It's a little, you know, I was a little iffy about this deck, so we're going to give that a try with the Crystal Tarot Challenge on Instagram this month. I also have, I want to do my daily draws, or it's daily draws. Well, it's a daily draw. And this month I want to work with a tarot deck and an oracle deck together to do daily draws. I intend to post these to Instagram as well, but I'm not going to start those probably for 3 or 4 more days because I want to read both of these books before I start doing daily draws out of these decks. And you've all seen these decks. These are very, very popular. The Tarot of the Hidden Realm, and Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle. I've seen a lot of people use these decks together, so I'm interested to use these decks together and see how they work. And I'm going to do that daily draws, and I intend to post them on Instagram, so if you want to see how that's going, you can follow me on Instagram. And then finally, I'm enrolled in summer school, Anthony's summer school, and there will be times when I need a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but I got this deck on eBay, and I paid way too much for it because it's been out of print for probably 10 years. But it came brand new. So I am probably going to be using the Tarot of the Cloisters for any work that I do with my summer school, unless I need an actual Rider-Waite-Smith deck to do some of the activities. This deck, I love stained glass. I love colorful decks. I don't know how I'm going to work with a round deck. It's kind of interesting. I don't read reversal, so I don't see it's a big deal. I'll just, you know, spin them until I get them right. But I just thought it was gorgeous. I thought the colors were just lovely. Hopefully I'll find that balance with it, where I have enough detail to get the meanings without having so much detail that it's busy. But I'm not going to walk through this deck. If you want me to, just send me a message or put a comment down there and I will walk through this deck. But since it's out of print, I don't want to tempt people to try and find it, because unless you find another one on eBay, US Games doesn't make them anymore. And then I think I've kind of overextended myself for July, but I imagine that every now and then I will need to pull a Soulflower card because I just absolutely love these cards. And if you've seen my walkthrough, you know that I absolutely love these cards. So to close out this video, I am going to pull a Soulflower card for today and see what it says. And today we have lavender. Oh, how wonderful. I actually bought some lavender today. Lavender is for restoration. Lavender's restorative and purifying energy and aroma calms and uplifts your mind and body, easing feelings of stress and agitation from your earthly distractions, and rejuvenating your soul so that you can truly feel and radiate inner peace and harmony. Oh, what a lovely way to close out this video. Beautiful, beautiful card. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.